the damage that a loss to Ngannou would do, and what matters is what does it do for AJ's own mind.
Pro boxing fans, we're here in Riyadh with me, my old mate, Dave Coldwell. Dave, how you doing, mate?
Very good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. Just enjoying the event, enjoying the weather. Well, yesterday the weather got a bit cold. You were freezing.
I was freezing yesterday, but today's been nice. Got up this morning, sun was out. We did a little training session up on a rooftop, and now it's time to work.
Let's talk about this event. It seems like a little bit of a Colosseum type that we're in. Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. Listen, I do want to talk about Francis Ngannou, the Predator. Yesterday he was in confident mode. You could tell that he was giving. I think he might have won that round with Tyson Fury yesterday, possibly. A lot of people online saying maybe he won that round, but he's looking confident, man. He's a big unit and he's looking very, very confident. What do you make of him?
I like him. I like his whole demeanour, his persona. You know, when you talk about his confidence, you know his inner confidence. It's not just talking just for the sake of it and to build his own confidence. I loved the answer that he gave when I think it was Ben Davidson was talking about, or it might have been Dev that brought it up, was talking about they believe that he'll tire over 10 rounds and he won't be able to keep up the pace, and he was tired in the last fight over the 10 rounds, and he just went, yeah, and what? So I was tired of, and I love that, because normally when you try and pick at somebody's fault, their instant reaction is to defend themselves, back themselves up and come back at you. And he was like, yeah, I was tired. And I just thought, I love that. It's just, he don't care. He's very confident in himself. I like what he said about how, he can't control results. All he can control is what he puts into it and the work that he puts in. And as long as he gives his best and works hard and tries his best in everything, then, what is the point of worrying about an outcome? Do you know what I mean? And I love that sort of attitude.
I do want to talk about Anthony Joshua, who this week, I've sort of walked out with him the other day, and confident, just smiling, laughing, looks serious at the times he needs to be serious. But what do you make of this link up with Ben Davison? A lot of people have said, listen, maybe he needs to find the right team to get the AJ that we know. Do you feel like now, with the brains that he's got in the team, that he finds that he's got the right people around him? I
don't think it's just the brains, because that's an insult to people like McCracken and the other, Derek Jameson or Robert Garcia. All these coaches are good coaches, but sometimes I think the key with fighters, it's not just Anthony Joshua, it's all fighters. You need to be able to gel with a coach and to take on board what they're wanting to teach you, and they've got to be able to teach it in a certain way that you can absorb it, and then you feel comfortable with it, and then you can go out there and execute it. So I just feel as though it just seems as though they've gelled, he gets it, he understands it, and he's confident in it, and so therefore we're seeing a nice relaxed version of AJ using his assets really, really well so far.
Can I ask you, I watch Carl Froch on his channel, he's talking about this and previewing it. He's saying, listen, he expects AJ to win. He's a boxer. People forget that he's been in the Olympics. He's won a medal. You know what I mean? He's not just a guy who's come off the streets and got into heavyweight boxing. But he said if he loses this, it's going to be a very, very hard road back. Do you feel like that is the case?
We say that about AJ every time he goes into a fight. We say that about everybody when they're at a certain level. They go, they get beat. They've got nowhere to go. I understand that, but there is always somewhere to go when you are a name in a sport. What I agree with Colin is it's not about us. It's not about how we perceive AJ. You, media, fans, all that doesn't actually matter. The damage that a loss to Ngannou would do, and what matters is what does it do for AJ's own mind, his own confidence. Because at the end of the day, if he gets beat by Ngannou, he's lost to a guy that's going in, has had one fight and lost it. So what damage does that do to Anthony Joshua's confidence himself? That going forward, can he go forward from that?
Fair enough. I do want to talk about Tyson Fury. He was here yesterday. I think he's here today. We did see him walk in today, so he's going to be doing something with you guys probably at some point with you guys in the broadcasters. But what do you make of Tyson? You've got to see him. He seems to have lost a lot of weight. What did you see of him up close yesterday?
It just looked like he was enjoying being here and not fighting. Not, you know, you're just here as a fan and enjoying the show. Gareth Davis moaning that he's got lots to do. Can we make this interview short? Fucking hell. Go on, Gareth. Right, mate? I just said about you. You just, you know, you just breathing. Can we make this short? Can we make this short? I'm so busy.
I just like going out like...
Of course he is.
No, I'll tell you what it really is. Are you recording? No, what it really is I don't normally do TV on my phone. So fuck off.
I'm actually doing an interview.
Actually, no, I don't mean...
No, it's just, relax, I know what you mean. Now listen, let's carry on. Yeah, Tyson looks in good shape.
You can see he's in good shape. Listen, he knows... He's learned from the Ngannou fight. You can say what you want about Ngannou. Fury going into the Ngannou fight. A lot of people, you know, you don't want to use excuses or anything, but he didn't take him 100% seriously. Even if he took him 80, 90, it's not 100% serious. You can see the shape he's in now. He'll have learned from that, and he'll be, you know, really focused on Usyk. He won't, no matter what he calls him, middleweight, this or whatever. He knows he's got to win there the best version of himself in order to win that fight. So, you know, physically it looks like he's on track with that. It looked like he was enjoying himself. So yeah, it was good to see Tyson Fury knocking about him.
Things happen here differently. We saw a picture that was a bit crazy. Tyson Fury and Ngannou, Cristiano Ronaldo, Anthony Joshua. I would like to have been that fly in the wall in that room to see how they got on. Supposedly got a bit cold between between Tyson and Ngannou, which we saw in the press conference yesterday. Anything? Have you heard anything? Anything that the boys have said on Sky or whatever you're working?
No, not really.
But it is interesting. Do want to sort of move on and do want to talk about something a bit crazy I've just seen online. It looks like there's a fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in Texas. I've not seen any official reports, but it is ESPN Ringside account, which is quite a big company. Talk to me about this one. Wow, that I didn't expect that.
No, it's just come out of blue, hasn't it? But listen, Jake Paul knows how to play the game. You're talking. As soon as that news is broke, everybody. You're probably about the fifth person that's mentioned it to me as I've literally just got here. So, the job's done. Everybody's talking about it, and it'll do absolutely massive numbers because it's Mike Tyson, and the majority of people will be praying that an old Mike Tyson has still got it in the tank to smash him to bits. And so the fight's made. If it goes ahead and it happens, then go on, Mike.
Go on, last two for myself very quickly. Do you want to talk about Dillian White? And there seems to be people that I'm sort of questioning and asking about Dillian White coming into the mix. A lot of people are saying, listen, we still got to see the British Boxing Board of Control stance. We need to know how the Texas Commission came into all of this. Does he have a Portuguese license? These are the questions that I'm getting back at me after I've asked the question. I was going to say, what do you make of this situation so far?
I don't know. It came out of the blue, a bit like Tyson Jake Paul. It came out of the blue where it's like, what? Because he's gone undercover, he's gone quiet on it all, allowed his lawyers to do everything. Whatever's happening with his lawyers and the authorities and whatever, they've sorted that out. The fact that it's Texas Commission that's clearing him, I don't know. It's like, it's Texas, isn't it? It's not the border control over here. It's not gone through them. It's not gone. I don't know. So it's very difficult to say.
Final one before I let you go. Ryan Garcia has sort of tweeted today and said, listen, I'm only going to talk about boxing and sports today, but going off what's happened in the last couple of days on social media and just in general, do you feel like maybe this fight needs to be pulled out, or do you feel like, from what you're seeing now, that he carries on?
100%. If he's not an act, a game, a ruse to either, I don't know, maybe so Haney and the whole team take him lightly and think this is easy and not train hard, so it gives him more of a chance to win. Then you understand, okay, well, but he's talking about kids and what's going off like that. So I can't see him using that as part of an act. I get. Listen, he might be comfortable with talking about aliens and stuff like that if he's trying to put it on, or it might be even doing that, trying to get out of the fight, but not pull out because of Haney, but get out of the fight because he's not in a fit state to box. I can understand that if he was looking at that angle, but again, he's using kids. It's a bit deep. It's not so. I don't know. I just don't think he should fight. I don't think, because he's doing that, but then he's talking about aliens and he's talking about this, and so he's mixing all this stuff up. So, what bits do you take seriously? You know what I mean? If he's sane while he's talking about the kids, is he crazy because he's talking about aliens? What's the crack? He just doesn't seem stable, and whether he's, I don't know. It's difficult to say. I'm just seeing these, and I'm just seeing it as disturbing tweets, and it's not tweets that you want to associate with anybody that's about to go into the ring to fight against pound for pound one of the best fighters out there. So I just don't understand how, if this is how he's going, how none of his family, because he's close to his family, how none of them have just taken him and said, listen, we're going to take you in to get some help. And because, especially in America, that's what they all do. They all go into rehab, or it's a big thing. They all check in somewhere for recovery or whatever. Why is he not being taken by the people that love him? Because he's a guy that this looks like it needs to be done. I just feel we shouldn't be talking about a fight with anybody when he's talking about things like that.
Cool, Dave. I know we're like half an hour away from the work. I'm sure you've probably got media stuff that you've got to do, but thank you very much. It's always good seeing you, mate. Hopefully I'll keep seeing you. What is that all about? What have you got on, mate?
Play Undisputed.
Undisputed. Listen, a lot of people are asking, when is this coming out to the consoles, man?
Very soon, yeah? Very soon, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, wicked. Top man, Dave Coldwell. Always a pleasure, mate. Top man. Thank you.